mom and dad are originally from the south coast of England, a place called East Sussex. And my dad had managed pubs in England for years when he was growing up. And so he knew a little bit about brewing beer. He knew about real ale, cask ale. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to work with his son to build a business as a small brewery in Tampa, Florida. We've been here in 6 years in this location, so 4 years over there. So we have a 13,000 square foot warehouse. So instead of just having a tap room, we needed to create different environments for people to enjoy themselves. So for instance, to the right of me right now, we have the Snug Bar. That's the community dining room, and this is 21 and up, so people can come. There's no TVs everywhere. The music is a little bit toned down, so you can enjoy each other and the intimacy and kind of a cozy, snug environment. Now, what we're in right now is the public bar. You'll see behind me, I kind of typify it as the British Cracker Barrel, because when you come and go, you see all the merchandise, you see all the chocolate and candy that you can only find usually in Britain. But when you walk through, you see the sports bar. The sports bar has TVs everywhere. We watch Premier League games on the weekend. As I mentioned, we have the Euros coming up, or Copa America, which will be pretty much soccer all day, every day in the middle of summer, which we're really excited about. And in the back, we've turned this brewery warehouse space, and not to just be a manufacturing facility, but also an event space. So we have tribute bands every weekend. And to top it all off, we live in Florida. People love to be outside. They love to soak in the sun. What we have is our Oast House, or otherwise known, we know it as a barn in America, where you're able to sit outside and enjoy a cold beverage, or when it's a little chilly outside, you're able to enjoy a shepherd's pie or a steak and ale pie. A lot of the food that we have here are pretty much staples of England. You're gonna have your sausage rolls, your Scotch eggs, your shepherd's pie, your steak and ale, your fish and chips, but we know that we need to broaden. Our curry naan tacos are a fusion dish that we've just come out with. Curry is massive in England. The naan bread is nice and soft. In the middle, you have a flavorful curry. On top of it, you have the right to dip, as well as pickled onions and also some spring onions. And they are a bit messy, so it's good to make sure you have a couple napkins on hand. The fish and chips, obviously, for our business, we have to do this well. The greatest thing is we'll give you a full fillet of fresh cod. We'll give you the big, crispy chips, enough to share with whoever you're with. And of course, the batter that we have is our very own beer batter. We make it all here, and we think that paired with any one of our beers truly drives home the dish. Scotch egg. So a Scotch egg is everybody's guilty pleasure. What you have in the center is you have a hard-boiled egg. Around it is encased with our house-made sausage. And then over that as well is our house-made seasoned panko. That is going to be deep fried. It's going to be finished off in the oven for a nice crisp. And then we have our mustard aioli on the side, which is going to use some Coleman's mustard and mayonnaise mixed together to give it just the perfect bit of bite. Our roast dinner all wrapped in one. So basically you're going to have beer braised beef in the middle. You're going to have some horseradish. And in that beer braised beef, you're going to have carrots and onions and gravy. And then we have the English chips, and it's all going to be encased in a jumbo Yorkshire pudding, the pub version of a Sunday roast on the go. I tell you what, for anybody that comes in here and tries to finish this in one sitting, they've got to be very, very, very hungry, because there's a lot to it, but at the price that we serve it at, it's also really great to share. We need to have the wings, the burgers, the flatbreads, stuff that people, when they want to come and they're watching a football game on Sunday, they can come here for that. So it's a perfect meld, I think, of British cuisine, which is not always considered highly, but we've taken a take on it to make everything fresh. 90% scratch kitchen. In our snug, we have changed it into a tea room on the weekends, and pretty much for an hour, 2 hours, you're able to sit with your friends, your family, your daughters, your sons, and have a cup of tea and enjoy 4 different types of sandwiches, 3 different types of sweet treats, 2 different types of scones, and a selection of tea. We want to bring that here for people to have that form of escapism again, to feel like they're in England and feel like they're able to dress up. So what's really cool is we've seen people from, I don't know, from 4 or 5 years old all the way up to their 70s and 80s that are able to enjoy what we have here. They make our business have purpose because they have found a home. They have found a place like Cheers where everyone knows their name. And that's what we want to continue to do for years to come. We just want to create a place where families can grow, families can start, friends can be made, and we can all celebrate over a pint of beer or some good fish and chips.